Hello, people of the world. It's 3 minutes before we hit the hour of 6 o'clock in the evening. And so, this is a Monday night, and I want to continue um, what we have been talking about in the last vlogs. Pag talagang we are filled up with inspirations and thoughts and sentiments, and as I have gathered information based on messages that came into me, plus some video clips I tried to check. Uh, it's endless, no? And it seems to me that automatically my cell phone recorder has its own mind. But the thing is, guys, I missed out some points, no? I've been continuously talking, and then I will just look at the timer and then find out that it suddenly stopped already. So anyway, I have my number there. So for any one of you who wants to like follow up and questions also, you may call me up at 0945-199-7718, or just PM me, or if the comment section is on, then you may leave a message, because there are really some vlogs that automatically, I do not know, it's being controlled, I think, by the administrators of the YouTube channels, wherein sometimes it is really turned off. A lot of things still I need to find out and to know how to do, because obviously my vlogs are very simple. I still do not have any animations there or what have you. I just do it so simply, as I record, upload. I am still trying to find out some things. Pero basically parang it's still my less than a year pa lang po ako na medyo serious about, vlogging. Though 2 years ago, I had already recorded like 3 sample sample recording lang. No. Anyway, so I saw the need also that this is a great avenue for me for the pastoral work that I am obliged to do. So even if I just have 5 subscribers as of now, at least I know that I am delivering the will of the Lord God. I am trying to fill up the obligations that I'm supposed to deliver. So, nakakatakot kasi guys na at the end of our lives, ang dami pala nating dapat sabihin at gawin na hindi natin nagagawa at nasabi. It would be counted against us. Anyway, so in the last vlogs, I was able to tackle about the Kennedy report on the message in the apparitions of Our Lady of Fatima. The Blessed Mother, for all those who have no background in the message of the Blessed Mother. A lot of you, I know that, who are Christians, born again Christians, etc. Na although kami, we are Catholic Christians, we really give honor to the Blessed Mother. That's very clear. In fact, we are praying the Holy Rosary. And I wanna insert right now some facts that there are a lot of students I have known who excelled in their class, who had good plans, who have good behaviors and performances. But here comes some born again Christians and Christians, who hate so much. They could hear the Catholic Christians praying fervently and meditatively from the heart the angelic salutation, which is actually biblical, which is the Hail Mary, Ave Maria. I want to remind you guys, you will be accountable for those things. I think I think my sister also, who went to medical school, we worked hard for her education. It was a joint effort. It was very expensive, and at least my sister was able to have with honors, when she graduated, but she was not able to finish it because a lot of things I have known later on has happened. And actually, the school where she went to is actually run by born again Christian, no? The Ago Foundation. It's not just, no, you are running a school non-sectarian. You should respect everyone, no? Even the Satanist, if you are not pastoral and you do not have a good way to help people to be in the light, you should not meddle with these people. You should not bother your students, no? You should not meddle, you should not bother, you should not make up stories about the student just for the student not to be able to make it. When they have already invested so much, no, at the time, the good performances, especially the money, no, I think I could see some angle also in to how I exited no, also from Asian Institute of Management and in some companies too, no, in some friends, because they could really hear, guys, how I would pray the Hail Mary, no, it's biblical. I want to remind the Christians that you have been saying that we have prayers that we just got from somewhere, when in fact God listens, no, whatever prayers you have, especially if it's coming from the heart, God listens, no. Well, it's okay with this formula prayers that the Catholic Church has, because most of them especially came from messages, direct messages from apparitions, and most especially they are biblical. Isn't it that Hail Mary or Ave Maria, Hail Mary, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. That was written, guys, in the book of Matthew, Mark, John, no, in the New Testament, that the angel Gabriel appeared to the Blessed Mother and announced to her that she will be God's mother. When everyone during that time was waiting, actually, no, was waiting, they have known already that the Son of God is coming, no, through the prophets. But still, nobody knew who's gonna be the mother, no? And even the Blessed Mother, although in the heart of the Blessed Mother, because she is so pure, she is well connected, she knows the will of the Lord God, but of course, by the grace of the Lord God, with the limitation as still a human being, she still did not know, no, that she will be God's mother, no, through the God the Son. So the salutation, Hail Mary, full of grace, is actually biblical. So you have no right, you born again Christians, no, other denominations na Christians, you have no right to be, despising, judging, even, doing bad things to the Catholic Christians who are really praying, no, the Holy Rosary, etc. Especially people of the Lord God. I want you to know that the Blessed Mother has a complete enmity against the serpent. So if you do not love the Blessed Mother, there is something wrong with you, even if you call yourselves Christians. If you do not love the Blessed Mother, or even just honor her, where is it in the Bible that you are being taught not to honor the Blessed Mother? As if you are allergic, no? A lot of you, I could observe that, as if you see a Holy Rosary, as if it's a serpent, that you want to cut it, you want to throw it away, no? And upon hearing the angelic salutation, which is biblical, even the Our Father is biblical, right? The Apostles' Creed. So where is it in the Holy Rosary do we recite anything that is heretic, that is away from the faith? Everything is biblical, my dear brothers and sisters. That's why I want to remind you that at one time, I was singing one Christian song, praise song. Really, Beelzebub appeared in my mind, no? Telling me, shouting at me that they have worked hard for several years to come up and establish Christian churches and communities. I repeat, guys, ha? Black spirit po siya in my mind, no? Scolding me up not really like scolding, but declaring, no? But because daw of my some of my vlogs, I do not know in particular what vlog it is, I have somehow crashed down daw, guys, some Christian churches, and thanks be to the Lord God. It's not only me, guys, ha? Si Mama Mary po yan. Si Jesus Christ. Kasi, yun nga sinabi ng devil, no? That they would really establish, you know, something like an imitation ba? Hindi original. But, with a little twist and with a little ano talaga, iba pa rin yung original. That's why we cannot fool anyone, people of the Lord God. So, ang sinasabi po doon, no, that these churches, that's why I am asking you baga to make a checklist. If in the Christian church that you are in, make sure, check yourself, are you living, is it helping you to live a pure life, no? Walang kalaswaan. It's okay to have sex but with a husband, no? Wedded husband in the church. A lot of you, I have observed, are into prostitution, no? Pornography, etc., etc. That would tell us there is something wrong. So the explanation really is that, you know, the vision in my mind as I was praising the Lord God in a song, because usually if I am not, you know, just toying around with singing, I am sorry to say that some of my we sing vlogs are just out of fun. I am on with the rule of one shot recording. So kahit anong kahit anong forma, anong mga mali-mali diyan, I endure it. So I'm sorry po, no? Do not expect for a perfect recording in my vlogs. They are purely like, I am making it like a journal, no, this YouTube channel, for you to get to know me, and then, you know, pastoral in nature. So endure, and I'm sorry for a lot of imperfections in my recordings, no? A lot of it sometimes out of tune, sometimes songs I have heard for the first time, you know? Anyway, but not to excuse myself. But anyway, I want to remind you guys of that one, no? So, may bagong story akong nakukuha na inaalaw ni God na makita ko, no? That one of the reasons why my sister was not able to make it to be a doctor was that one, no? She gave a hard time to my sister kasi devout Catholic kami. When we were still kids, we have really a daily recitation of the Holy Rosary, guys. We kneeling down in our living room those times, no, with our Lola and also with my mom. And every Sunday was also really like obligatory, but you know, we abide with it. So pinahirapan yata yung kapatid ko. And I have experienced those things also, guys. Yung mga Christians na nakasama ko, parang they have their own penalty, quote and quote, to those people who are praying the rosary, na wala kayong karapatan to do those things. So everything is interconnected, guys, no? I have been talking about in the previous vlogs about communism, but you are also connected, no? Basta satanic, guys. Magkakabit-kabit na po yung communist, no? We have to state it here, you know, the Islam and some other denominations, of course the atheist and Christians nga, who are satanic in nature. Sinasabi lang na Christian, but what is important is the gist or the essence, no? What is the rituals about, no? Even if you call yourself Catholic also, if you indulge yourself with satanic rituals, no, hellish rituals, then it's just a name. Really, you would see if you really followed Jesus Christ in your thoughts, in your actions, in your words, in your disposition, in how you treat other people. Example nga, if you regard your family na yung mga animals, no, serpent, anaconda, you would rather be with the anaconda, no? You kiss them, you feed them with good food, no? you would rather be with those animals than there is something wrong with you, disorderly yung iyong pananaw sa buhay, no? God is a God of order. I want to remind you guys in that area as you also try to help me, no? What I'm saying here is, guys, is that I am not perfect. I am just being an instrument here, trying to help you also, as I also expect for you to help me. I always say that, no? Pare-pareho po tayo tao, may kahinaan, may tendency na magkasala. There are times that I am more weak than you are. Things like that, no? So we need to be helping each other. Pastors, even priests. So if we see each other, yung priest na nahihirapan, etc. So we are also obliged to remind them. That's why sometimes I also tackle them here, no? In a spirit of fraternal correction. So kahit ako, guys, I am open also for, to be helped. Basta ang importante, we help each other to go to the light, no? To go to the light. So, yung mga vloggers po, no? May nakita akong isang post nung isang sinasabing prophet daw or visionary din na Rudy yung pangalan. Nakakatakot, guys, yung mga sinulat niya. Pero, I wanna respect also. I have not checked her. Her ba siya or him? Hindi ko alam. Kasi Rudy yung pangalan. Pero, parang babae yung nakikita ko. Rudy. Nakakatakot po na marami daw mamamatay na vloggers. Meron daw magpapakamatay. Meron madidisgrasya. Ingat-ingat po, no? Na sana po hindi naman mangyari yung isang sinabi niyang magpapakamatay dahil nawala ng tiwala, pag-asa, nasawi. Wag naman, guys, to all the vloggers, ha? Really, we need to cling to the Lord God, even if we are so popular already in the YouTube channels, no? Vlogging, even if you are earning millions already, you are popular already, you have viewers of so much, no? Millions. Cling pa rin kay God, guys. Nakakatakot yun. I want to make use also of my YouTube channel to give warnings. No matter what, do not kill yourself. Kung sawing-sawi ko yung masakit yung puso nyo, ikalma nyo, no? Ipahinga nyo, iiyak nyo. Tao tayo eh. We have hearts. We are not robots. We are not non-living thing na walang feelings, no? Iiyak nyo, iano nyo, pero ikalma nyo sarili nyo. No matter what, you just wait for the right time that God will call you to the next life. Yun ang masasabi kong advice with regards to the post of Rudy na vision niya daw na may magpapakamatay. Okay? So, wag tayong kampante, guys. Even if we have so much money, we have so much popularity already, as we could see with the viewers, as we could see with the subscribers that we have, no? Natatawa lang ako, guys, kasi sa akin kasi sa Facebook ko, I have 2 Facebook account. Actually, 3 yan. Kaya lang, sinarado ko yung isa because I was bashed by a kabit ng police. Nagselos. Sinarado ko. And all of my accounts there, yung isa nasa maximum talaga 5,000. Yung isa 3,000. Tapos yung isa yata mga 2,000, something like that. And like in the Wishing, I have also thousands. I have like 10 albums already. And per album, mababa na yung 100, no? Ng mga viewers and followers also, nasa 400. Something like that. So, nakakatawa lang, nasa YouTube channel ko, ako, pulubi, no? 5 subscribers. But, gusto ko lang ikwento sa inyo. But anyway, so, yun po. And, so, wag lang mawawalan ng pag-asa, guys. Ako nga, walang sweldo. I have been a victim of injustice for a lot of times, no? Na maraming tao, my boyfriend has been hacked and grabbed. Pang-5 na yan, guys. Ang sakit. So, please, ang sinasabi ko lang dito, not really to burden you up, guys. Huwag kayong mawawalan ng pag-asa. 'Diba? Okay, mawawalan ng pag-asa. Yes, masakit yan, hindi ko tatawaran. Um, Nobody could discount the feelings of anyone, no? With regards to frustration, with regards to being victims of injustices, no? But no matter what, do not give up. Instead, give up your sinfulness. Give up your sins. And give it up to the Lord God. No? Go for a good confession, counseling. Iiyak mo. You know? Even if we find out that we are being fooled, no? Even with your political favorites, soon you will find out na may mga negotiation pala yan, no? Example, nag-away-away sa pagka-senador, example ko na lang pagka-senador, no? Tapos yung favorite mo yung isa, yun pala, magkakaibigan sila nung kinaiinisan mo, no? Super defend ka dun sa manok mo. Yung pala sila, nagkakaintindihan, nagkakaroon ng sexual lives, no? Tapos tayo, you know, tayong mga tao nag-away-away. Things like that, guys. We need to calm down, you know, and be sports. Hindi yung death threat kaagad, yung ibabanat mo, no? Kung ikaw nga, grabe yung ginawa mo, pagkatapos masabihan ka lang sa vlog, gusto mo nang pumatay ng tao. And I wanna glorify the Lord God, no? I think I was able to save 2 people from near death. I hope I would be saving more people. Because, you know, guys, I've been giving out warnings, right? For the LGBT people. And apparently, not everyone could hear me, no? Not everyone viewed my vlogs, no? Konti lang, 5 subscribers lang ako. Nanghihingi. Parang bata pahingi. Anyway, so seriously guys, meron akong napag-alaman na isa na tomboy. She was working in one, I do not know if it's Sutherland or IBM, I do not know. Pero she had lived a very lax life, no? Rather, very lustful life. No? Palibasa, may pera sa call center, no? Kaya hinay-hinay kayo guys ha, yung pagkakaroon ng maraming pera. If you do not have discipline to yourself, you will just be spending and squandering. Rather squandering than spending, no? Because it's different. It's okay to spend your money if need be, right? Kahit kasi yung pleasure and leisure, kasali na yan dyan na sometimes you have to spend to go to the movies, you know, to relax, no? Go swimming, go travel, something like that. But like to squander your money on a relaxation that is dangerous, like illegal drugs, availing of prostitutes, those are clear and present trending thing, you know, in our society. That's why that's a bad side of having so much money, no? But if you calm down and cool down and really think, no, really think of good things, you would soon find out that the money that you have, there is a lot more of things that you could spend those for that would give you satisfaction and peace and therefore joy in your hearts, no? Kaya dapat kumalma ka, especially yung may mga asa-asawa dyan, no? May pumasok lang ng 1 million, isip agad ng kung ano-anong shopping tayo sa Gucci, ganyan, not ready to put down the signature labeled items, no? Because I also love them. I have to admit that, guys. When it's really designers items, they would prove to be, you know, with the originality and everything, they would prove to be not only aesthetically good, no, but it's also would prove to be durable, no, if they are originally designed. Even the local designers. I want to congratulate Angie King, no, for her own design and Italy made luggages and bags, no. Magaganda po siya. Ang alam ko, hindi ko na alam kung ano yung pangalan ng store niya, but I think she has an outlet there at the Greenbelt. And also, inspired, I believe, with my Huang Demetria. Ang gaganda po ng mga bags. I really look up to, especially first of all, to my. I haven't really checked yung ibang mga bag makers, no. I really love it. Italian bags, no. I have received several pieces din as gifts from relatives and friends na Italian made or European made. Meron din yung sa US, 'di ba? Na mga items, not only bags, no, shoes like that. They are really expensive ones though. That's why if we are not really, mga millionaires, it would not be very good if you will not really like study it. Is it worth it to buy for your status, no? That's why. Kaya nga, I want to mention right now na yung Louis Vuitton bag ko ay pinag-interesan, no? Tauhan din to ni Robredo. Nakita lang guys na ginagamit ko. Kasi hindi ko nga alam na tagpo 40,000-50,000 yun or more pa nga. No? It came from my tito from the States. Ay, ginamit ko syempre, village administrator ka naman, nasa office ka, 'di ba? Ay nako, ininteresan guys. Up until now, hindi ko na nakuha along with other may designer shoes din ako doon, sandals na Adidas, na mga original naman talaga guys, isang box. Pinabayaan ng Pau, Naga, etc. etc. pero kablatter po sa police. Ang hirap, no? Yun, tingnan mo yan guys. Nagkaroon ako ng ganong item out of inggit. They were like inquiring na sino naman tong babaeng to? Parang ganun yung dating guys. Kasi alam nga nila na mahal. And it's not only mahal. From what I've known, there are like requirements for someone to shop for those, no? Unless you've gotten things illegally. Pero yung mga formal talagang parang meron yatang parang requirements yung designer also. Who are the people who could really buy it? Not only because they have money. Yun po ang pagkakaalam ko, no? So, sabi ko nga, ang ganda naman, no? It means to say na meron ka man lang na achieve, no? And my tito also could afford it, no? Who was really bought that item for me. Not only me, my sisters and my mom also got something from my tito na designers talaga, original. Iba-iba, I think Louis Vuitton yung iba, tas I do not know kung yung sa mom ko Gucci or what. No. Wala man ng respeto, guys. No? Kaya nga gusto kong i-point out itong kay Robredong grupong ito because very obvious, no? Satanic kung hindi man communist linked. Sobra yung inggit na sino naman sila para mag-question, di ba guys? If you have those items. Tsaka, pag nanakaw talaga. Pag nanakaw. Minsan daw ginagamit nun. Administrator, parang bookkeeper lang siya dun sa Homeowners Association. Ang mahirap kasi dun, nanirahan ako sa another village, no? While I am the village administrator, nung isa, dun ako nakakuha kasi ng tinong matitirahan because I've checked in the village where I have worked as village admin. Sana doon ako manager ako doon. Wala ako nakitang medyo okay. Tapos furnish kasi yung pinasukan kong bahay. Yung doon sa village where I was an administrator. Wala ako nakitang matino. Parang merong available pero parang spooky. Parang malayo sa mga tao at hindi pa furnished, diba? Yung nakuha ko furnished siya, maganda, tapos may attic pa nga may kotse pa pero sa owner kasi na parang I do not know, parang government servant din yung owner no na who is residing in Metro Manila, na may cancer patient nga daw po, pero para sa akin hindi siya logical, makitid yung isip guys. No, nirason na lang na basa na daw yung gamit ko. Imagine, Louis Vuitton bag, aabutin ng 100,000 yung worth ng isang kahon ko doon. Pinabayaan lang guys. That's why my batchmate, Attorney Artus, got reprimand from public attorney's office in Manila. I did not plan actually guys na isumbong siya sa 48. Pero God has a way kasi. That's why, batch, sorry talaga, pero injustice pala talaga yung ginawa mo sa akin. Pinapalso niya po yung kaso. No? At ang matagal na nga yung kaso, yung bang guys na wendang ka sa buhay mo kasi sunod-sunod yung namatay. Meron pa yung natatapon ako kung sa ibang lugar, no? Sana naman magrespeto kayo sa mga taong namatayan, nagkaroon ng tragedy sa buhay. Wala na yan sa memory, wala yan sa sarili nila. 'Di ba? So, dinulog ko po yung batchmate ko pa. Ay hindi po pinabayaan niya yung kaso, no? Pinuntahan pa ng pulis, nag-confirm pa. No, all the evidences are there, nakablatter yan dyan sa kararayan. Wala po, pinapalso niya. Parang nagsabi pa siya sa akin na, ito yung pinalampas natin. Gumaganon siya, guys. Bakit kayo mga ganyan? Hindi ko kayo maintindihan talaga. No, na talagang imumudmud mo pa sa mukha ng tao na pinalampas mo yan. Parang you want to insult injury sa more, di ba? Put insult into the injury. Dumudulong sa iyo yung kliyente dahil victim of injustice. Pagkatapos, bibiktimahin mo rin. I am sorry guys, I have to say this. Iyo po. Kasi ang alam ko din, she frequented my farm without avail of helping me. Nakakatakot nga because yun ang mga nakarating sa aking balita guys. Instead of me being helped, I was even furtherly being taken advantage of. No? Bigla daw nagkaroon ng kotse. Though we cannot prove anything guys, no? Bigla siya nagkaroon ng kotse, tapos yun nga, nagpe-frequent doon sa farm ko, kung sino-sino yung kinakausap, dinig ko rin, sabi ng iba, na nagpe-pick up pa siya doon ng rice. Imagine to that guys, na wala namang service na binigay sa akin. Galit na galit siya guys, nung sinulatan siya ng PAO, Manila, because of the 48. So, I am telling you guys, meron namang, the administration of Duterte is really also struggling so much to deliver the promise, no? So because of that, nakita nila, no, na pwede palang magsumbong talaga ang mga clients if they have been lax for several years already in the government office they are in. Sinulatan po siya guys, no, na to explain. Kasi ang nangyari, ganito, sinusumbong ko nga po itong badyolang ito, na nagkaroon din ng solusyon. Tinanggal ito sa trabaho. So, that's an accomplished work of 48. Yun ang sinusumbong ko, guys. Tapos, ang sabi ng PAO Manila to me is that, bakit kasi ma'am, hindi ka magkuha ng lawyer? Kasi sabi ko, I don't have income kasi attorney. I just have land, inheritance. Hindi pa nga nakapangalan sa akin eh. Nililipat pa. So, totally, I don't have. I've been a missionary for several years. Ganyan. All volunteer works. So, sabi niya, so, why don't you approach PAO there in your area? I already did, sabi ko, attorney. Tapos, alam niyo, guys, para lang maintindihan to ni, attorney na, hindi ko talaga siya plenanong isumbong because I did not know na mali, no, na magpalampas. That was already, if I could count it right, 6 months after I was able to talk to her, asking for help for several things nga. Kasi nga guys, yun na nga, I've really experienced a lot of injustices, as I'm trying also to help others. I am also a victim of injustices. Sana tumigil na. Tapos, nagtatawa pa nga yung iba, ba't ka nagre-reklamo, martires ka, martir? Hindi naman yung ganyan guys, no? O, ibig sabihin pala yung badyola, they really stand on their name, no? Na bad. Sa kanila yan. Pero to be a martyr guys, to the extent of, being a victim of injustice, nagagalit naman si God niyan, no? Nagagalit niyan si God. So, yun lang, to clear out my name lang sa mga batchmates or to other lawyers, no? Hindi ko siya, hindi ko siya inintend na isumbong sa 88. But in the course of my discussion with the PAO Manila. Now, natutuwa po ako sa PAO Manila. I want to commend them because they really went straight to the point. Very much different of how we handle clients here in the province, guys. Kaya alam nyo, naiyak ako doon sa abogada. Yung isa nga yata, parang kolehiyala pa. Naiyak ako in my heart na finally, guys, meron palang makikinig. Yung parang nasanay na ako from one office to the next, even to IBP, I went already. May mga pinas akong papers na as of now, nawawala na daw. Pinuntahan ko pa yung abogado sa Iriga kasi taga doon siya. Wala na daw. Sa bagay, hindi pa ako nakakabalik doon. Pero it's really taxing, guys. Na ako pa yung pupunta doon na alam mo na nga, na limited yung budget and it's not very safe for me. Parang naiyak ako doon sa reception sa akin nung abogada from PAO Manila head office na, oh, that's not how we handle things, ma'am. Sabi niya ganun. Kasi tinanong niya ako, sabi niya, kailan ka pumunta? Like 6 months ago. Sabi kong ganun. Para lang malaman mo, Attorney Pearl, ha, na mahal din kita, batchmate kita. Ikaw yung pinili ko kasi, you know, kampante ako na batchmates tayo. Ayun po, siya na yung nag-ano, sabi ko, administrative yan. Sabi niya ganun. Kasi as soon as we really, validify na may kaso or what, we immediately help the client. Sabi niya ganun. Sa bagay kasi, inano din ako ni attorney na mag-go through the process like the barangay. Kaya lang, I went to the point in the barangay na pinahirapan na po nila ako. Yung nandun na kami sa, magbibigay na siya ng, ano yun? Course of action na. Ano ba yun? To file. Something like that. Eh, hindi ko na po nakukuha yung, yung, di ba may 3 kasi yan, na lupon. Ay, hindi na daw po pumupunta doon yung lupon. Kasi, kung hindi pa ako marunong, guys, mag-defend ng sarili ko with regards dun sa gamit ko, parang pinalalabas pa na hindi raw ako nagbayad ng renta. Nung gano'n naman talaga tayo pag nasa panig tayo ng devil. We would really make up stories, no? Para mabaliktad ang lahat. Ako na yung nanakawan, guys. Ako pa daw yung may utang. Like the value of my staff, personal staff, would reach I think 100,000 or more kasi may documents pa nga ako doon, may perfume pa ako na once ko lang nagamit galing pa ng US, yung mga ganon, packs of chocolates with the Louis Vuitton bag in itself na costing 60,000 or more, mga shoes, mga cotton shorts that I have not yet used, no? That was really pretty disgusting, no? Pretty disgusting, and it was really a point for me to see that there is really something wrong in the city, no? They are really coming from one group na merong objective sa buhay na kami lang, hindi pwede. Sino ka? Wala kang ang kotse, meron kang Louis Vuitton bag. Diba? Yung mga type na ganun, guys, na hindi naman sa kanila gustong i-question. No? Parang to the point pa siguro na kailangan pakita mo yung resibo. Things like that. These people. So anyway, yun, naiyak nga po ako talaga nung kinausap ako ng abogada. Naka-record naman po sa aking phone yun. Na, hindi ganun. At, ma'am, sabi niya ganun, 6 months is too long. Dapat, the lawyer did something already. Oo nga, sabi ko, ganun ba yun? Pero oo nga, attorney. Alam mo, naiyak talaga ako in my heart na finally, Lord, meron naman palang matino sa government. I am sorry ha, government servants. Hindi nyo ako masisisi sa dami ng dinaanan ko, sa dami ng mga opisinang pinuntahan ko. I think ang nakukuha ko lang sa mga offices na may resulta is sedula. No, sedula, barangay clearance. Imagine mo yan, guys. A lot of offices I went to did not deliver their jobs well. No, yung iba nga not at all. No, GSIS, ilang taon na, patay na yung nagki-claim. SSS, yung brother ko, no? Has 80,000 pesos na for us to claim. Up until now, masugid ko pa naman manliligaw yung manager right now. Wala kang maasahan, guys. Kasi, kaya, kamsor ng mga kapatid ko, huwag kayong mainis. Pero lihiti mo po yung mga complaints that I have lodged. Imagine mo, GSIS, 10 year, more than 10 years na yun kasi buhay pa yung daddy ko when I started the claim. No? I have even classmates there. I do not know what is the problem. No, sa akin kasi guys, you tell me. No, I've also been a office worker and manager too. What is important is for open communication. If there is really something wrong, then that's something to talk about para magkaintindihan. Di ba? Hindi mo na masasabing walang pasensya yung more than 10 years na, guys. No? Yung SSS naman namin, ano ba? Yung kapatid ko namatay 2018. Ano na tayo ngayon? 3 years na. Pinahihirapan po, guys, samantalang sunod-sunod nga yung patay. Established na, kumbaga, those papers kasi are there, no, for you to submit because you need to establish the persona. Ako pa nag-advise din kay Mr. Joe Gartuso, who apparently does not know what to do. Ano? Kasi diba, ni-remind ko siya, diba Joe Gar, na kaya taman lang yung sasarabmit ang mga requirements and everything na nasubmit mi naman. Pangatulungan niya ko yan na application me for death claims. Diba, to establish the validity ng persona nung nag-claim, di ba? Because we do not want to squander the money and just give away the money to people who are not supposed to claim them. Ando na, kilala niya ako, di ba guys? Ay, ang hirap. Parang nakakatamad magbalik-balik. No, and a lot really of people also there told me, even the store near their office. Ay, noon nga, ma'am, may matanda dito, galing pa ng bukid. Mag-isa lang kasi siya, gutom na yata. Kung hindi pa hinimatay na nira siya sa ospital, hindi pa i-release ng dali-dali yung cheque. Look at that, guys. Who are you to treat the citizens of the Philippines claimants like that? So makikita nyo, guys, no, you are abusive. Servants lang po tayo dyan, Mr. Joe Gartusok. Because you should be accountable to the frontliners. Behaviors. Naglalandian pa nga kayo in front of me eh. Diba? We are talking and then wala man lang po yan mga respeto, guys. Basta lang yan ma-reinsert dyan na, uy, ito bagang ano, risa mo nagraralandian. Di lamang baga itong mag-excuse baga. Ayan ang makanoso na nahihiling ko mostly in Bicol, no? Kasi I came from Manila, guys. So the way Pao treated me there, even through the phone, I have remembered my years, really, working in Metro Manila, no? In Makati City. That really we also deliver good works and on time. Kung hindi naman kailangang may delays, kumbaga you work it out at once. Ano yung rason mo para hindi? Di ba kaya para sa akin, vexation yan. Harassment yan sa mga clients and customers. Kaya huwag kayong maghinanakit, guys. You start to ask the questions why. Even if you are already in your position for 50 years, still ask the question if you're doing your jobs well and on time. Kaya, President Duterte is one hero. Talagang na hawaan din siya of how President Ferdinand Marcos worked those times. He is very open to that, guys, no? Na naging idol niya rin talaga yon si President Ferdinand Marcos, who really delivers job, who is revolutionary, who thinks, no, who meditates on his task. So nahihiya po ako, guys. I am also your kapatid here. I was born in Naga City. Come on. I left Naga City lang for the first time to take the CPA board exams and review first and then eventually work there. So that was already 20 years old. No? I was born here, raised here, obtained my bachelor's degree here. So, huwag kayong maghinanakit. This is really about what is right and what is wrong. So, yun po ang nangyari. Yun mismo ang, it even took some time for me, no? The PAW lawyer was like really insisting that this is, ma'am, kapabayaan to sa trabaho, and then, ano pa yung sinabi niya? Basta, administrative case daw. Oh, ganun ba? Sabi ko, ano pa ako dun sa lawyer, no, attorney, kabatchmate ko pa naman yan, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Ako kasi guys, tama talaga yung sinabi ng kapatid ko, pusong mamon ako. Pero wag naman akong abusuhin, no? Kasi si God talaga yung maghagupit sa inyo pagka ganyan. And to everyone guys, hindi lang naman sa akin. To anyone you encounter who seem to be soft, who seem to be very allowing, who seem to be very patient, do not do that. Because somehow, babalik sa inyo yan or sa mga mahal nyo sa buhay guys. Yun na lang ang tingnan nyo if you are selfish enough. If you love yourself and you love your family and your kids, think always, what if this client is my mom, my sister, what if this is my disabled sister who is in front of me? Just to help you out guys, no, to be charitable. If you have hardened heart already. Like Mr. Joe Bartosok was not like that before. He has become very, 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 very proud. Because you know what guys, before I went to Manila to work for my uncle's company, he frequented my house. He brought flowers, panliligaw. No, nililigawan yung lola ko, yung mami ko. Kaya, very proud naman siya guys. 'Di ba? Nakakasakit talaga siya ng damdamin na as a customer and client, no? Na kilala mo ako for several years na hindi mo kailangang mag-doubt. Alam mo ito, namatay talaga, ganyan. Tapos meron naman talaga kaming documents. Tapos kung pangatlo na guys, hindi naman yata kailangang ulit-ulitin mo yung mga requirements, 'di ba? Kasi the social security system, of course, is expecting naman na hindi, parang abnormal yung sunod-sunod yung patay. But too bad it happened to my family. No? Almost nasabihin ko, inggit ka ba? O di mangyari sa pamilya mo para may claims ka? That bad guys talaga. This is about customer service. So, in that area guys, I want to treat President Duterte hero already. No? Marami siyang natulungan na hindi makaboses, walang kalaban-laban with regards to earring and abusive, negligent and lazy public servants. Treat yourselves guys as servants. You are there to satisfy the objective of your office. If you are social security system, it's not only collection. Let us include already the government social security system, also GSIS, and PhilHealth and Pag-ibig funds and all other collecting and insurance like government agency. You are not only there to collect money. You should also be there alert and fast to give out the claims as soon as possible. Right? That is what we call production. That is the objective of your office, not only for collection purposes. I repeat na, when I got nga my one check, no, for the death claim for my dad, which we got several years after. Ang dami pong mga cheque sa drawer. I think drawer, tas para may box pa yung cashier, no? Very proud pa na ang dami. Tapos, you know what guys nga, what happened also to me? They gave out a list and the guard, no? Wala yung pangalan ko doon. Pero alam ko kasi na mayroon na ako eh. Kaya I insisted with the guard. Sabi ko, mamang guard, ang alam ko po, nandyan na yung cheque ko. So, check ko na lang, mamang guard, sa cashier, ha? Kasi anyway, kung wala, o di, balik na lang ako. Ganon guys yung ginawa ko, and I think I was helped by one Noisan, no? kapatid ni Dr. Chavez. No? Si Dr. Chavez, dalawang doctors yung ano, yung sa family nila. I think he was the one also who texted me. Tsaka I am backed up by him, so if there was something wrong, I could just ask him, no? Ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. That was for the first check. Pero yung sa second check, hindi na yata niya ako matulungan. Pero okay lang. So yun guys, if I did not insisted, people of the Lord God, may check na guys. Ayaw ibigay. Natatawa talaga ako to some employees sometimes, no, that parang to preserve the company, dapat lahat tayo collections lang. Ayaw ibigay sa owners yung mga cheque, guys. Ang dami-dami na thousands na yung cheque. For me kasi it's a big no-no. Pag ako ganyan, hindi naman sa'yo, ay, gusto ko yan, nade-distribute ko yan kaagad, even money. Bakit ka mag-hold ng something na hindi sa'yo pag nawala pa yan in your, ano, on your hands, you will be accountable for it. Diba? For me, it's an audit item. Ang dami-daming cheque po. No, I'm talking about SSS Naga. Ang hirap kausap ng mga frontliners, parang paisa-isa. They know pretty well that people who goes there are lamenting, no, mourning people, and then some of them came from mountains, came from far away places. Yun nga, yung iba nga, kung wala talagang kasama, uugod-ugod na. Kung hindi pa daw pinaradyo ng iba, kung hindi pa nahimatay yung matanda, pwede naman pala isyuhan ng cheque. Pinahihirapan nila guys, no? Pananagutan nyo yan, people of the Lord God. Those of you who would be able to listen to this vlog. No, that's why heroic yan in the part of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. For introducing this, which is also stated in the law, for every ano po kasi, for every complaint that you will do, they're gonna send you a letter, especially if you say that you want your name to be included, na hindi ka nahihiya, plus your address. Bibigyan ka nila ng copy nung pinapadala dun sa agency concerned, no, where the person being complained works, no. So sa baba po noon nakalagay doon, no, na merong article sa Constitution that's, you know, talks about 4.8. So, materialization of the law ang nangyari dyan sa part na yan. So, pretty shocking sa inyong mga government servants, right? You got used to, you know, whatever and how manner you treat your constituents, it's okay. No? Para kayong mga Diyos-Diyosan na hindi naman. Kapag tinignan nyo, servants kayo. No? Yung nilalamon nyo from the sweldo comes from us, the taxpayers, and you know, mga nagko-contribute, no? Kaya sana po lagay nyo yan sa isip nyo, and it's really pretty doubly, you know, insulting that Mr. Tusok frequented this house, no, asking a lot of things from my dad, asking favors from my lola, my mom. Even when I went to Manila already, she frequented the house every occasion she was here. No? And when she went to Manila, she was like demanding to me, no, to go for a date. Na hindi naman kami mag-boyfriend. Pinagsabi-sabi niya na sa mga friends ko na we're gonna get married. Because I gave him like 1 year of courtship. Pero hindi ko talaga siya matake, guys. Napakayabang. Yun pala guys. Ito na, sasabihin ko na. Meron silang sa lineage nilang something. Ay, hindi ko naman yung kina-question guys. It's really the guidance of the Lord God. Imaginein mo naman, compared naman kay Ian Angelo King. Who's supposed to be my husband. For me guys, kung hindi lang nag-asawa si Ian Angelo King at saka, you know, if he did not become a trans woman, for me, he was a perfect one talaga. Check sa akin yung mga qualities niya. That's why I was crying so hard na, ikaw talaga, Lord, you gave me an almost perfect, supposed to be husband. So, right now, I love Angie. You know, nga sabi ko na, Parang kung meron kaming chance nito, willing akong parang umastang parang tomboy. Something like that. Napakalayo kay Joe Gartusok, no? Meron pala kasi sa lineage lang something. Hindi ko na sasabihin kasi kawawa naman, no? Kung nag-anak ako, magkakaroon yun ng something, no, sa lineage nila. So, sana naman, Mr. Tusok, hinay-hinay ka naman, no? Promeno ka sa pagiging mayabang mo. Kung nasaktan ka noon because you got busted, you should not put it in your job. The more that you should be humble in your job, no? Kung mag-aasta kang manager, you should apply it to your staff, not sex. Ang dami kasing nakakarating sa aking mga balita eh. Yun ang mahirap, guys. If in your job, you mix it up with, pleasure, na supposed to be hindi, especially sex. Siyempre, you would deny it. I don't care also, no? Dapat hindi, no? Ang ikarir mo dyan, yung marami kayong mabigyan satisfaction ng mga clients, no? Contributors na nag-claim on the right time, the surviving families who claim, that would be your production. Dapat ganun ang ginagawa nyo, hindi lang yung sa marketing na nakakota ka ng this much, na nasell mo. Dapat, for you to be awarded and rewarded in your office and branch, you should check how fast you go. No? How fast you go with your transactions and how fast do you deliver checks for claims and ask for the exact amount. Kasi tingnan nyo guys, na-delay na nga kami ng so much. Yung last pa naming claim, mali pa yung computations, guys. Kumbaga, ang daming errors. Math, si Mr. Joe Gartusok. Etching. Sa college. Doon lang naman ako na-attract dyan sa math, niya. Pero all else, hindi naman talaga siya pasado sa akin. No? Kaya magluha ka dyan. Ian Angelo King ang supposed to be husband ko. Napakalayo naman ninyong lahat na nang walang hiya sa akin. Yun ang tingnan nyo ha. Ian Angelo King now, Angie King was supposed to be my husband kung hindi ako pumasok ng kumbento. We were arranged marriage. Kumbaga we were arranged for a marriage those times until they've known that I have plans to enter the convent. If not for people who were also envious, who did not give and forwarded to me all the gifts and the love messages that he sent. Yun ang nangyari sa amin, masaklap. Kaya mahiya kayo ha, kayong mga ex ko, tsaka ikaw. I really busted you up. Sige, ano ko yan sa'yo for you to be humbled down. I was able even to talk to his wife. And alam niyo, sabi niyang wife, medyo mabait din yung wife. Pinagchismis niya pa sa akin na magastos daw and everything. Ano daw, kasi nagkakasakit na yung wife, naawa naman ako. Ako na lang daw yung reserve. Yung parang, hindi naman ako maka-oo. Okay, let the will of the Lord God happen. Pero, that was before I have known about Ian Angelo King. No? So, ganun. Humble down tayo. Humble down tayo, bro. Diba? Ang dami sa inyo dito sa Nagang ganyan na classmate lang, pagkatapos nasa posisyon lang kayo. The more nga that you should be accommodating, diba? Oh, hi! Especially na hindi naman sa inyo nagdedestorbo, client. No? Client. Doon ka lang. Within the bounds ka lang of being client. Pwede mo naman kasi sabihin niya na, can we talk later on? Something like that. Kasi may limit talaga yung Okay lang yun. Kung pumunta ka nga dun sa office ko noon sa Nailan sa Makati, sobra ka makadisturbo sa akin. No? Ilang oras ka ba doon sa office ko? Pinagtawanan tuloy ako ng manager. Ayaw na ayaw ko pa naman. Napakayabang mo, bro. Wala ka. Sa quality standard, you are down. I don't know if I have lodged you also to 4-8. I still do not know. I have to check my list. Sa dami po talaga kaya guys, na mga valid na complaints. Magalit na kayo sa akin kung magagalit kayo. Pero you need to check yourself, why have you qualified? Kasi po yung 4-8, the call center agents there, I have so far assessed also, no, na hindi sila yung basta-basta. They really try to assess and discern if nagsasabi ka ng totoo, if valid ba siya, di ba? Yung mga ganun, guys, that's why I really look up to it also, na ganun sila. No, hindi siya basta-basta. Although a lot of them are also Bisaya, it's okay if they qualified for the job. So talaga for me, pwedeng rewardan yan si President Duterte. For that one, very revolutionary. I think it's the first time in globally I have not heard of any government was introduced a customer hotline and in this purpose, citizens hotline, no, na sa presidential, directly under the president's office daw yun, ang pagkakaalam ko po, no, and they are really pretty professional. And I want also to commend Pau Manila, no, for being a mother for me. Even just a phone call, guys, really, made me cry and made me remember na, hey, not all government servants are like that. That's an honest, po, guys, talaga. Nahiyak ako. Hindi yun napansin ng lawyer, but deep in my heart, it was my soul crying, guys. Na para naninigas na yung puso ko. No, kapapasayan siya. Yung bang, guys, move on lang para din sa boyfriend. Nasawi ka. Tapos, parang dinadivert ko yung attention ko kaagad, no? By writing, by doing the task that I need to be doing. Na sometimes pala, we need really to pause and namnamin natin kung ano nangyari para maiyak natin ng bonggang-bongga, and then we could really tell ourselves that time to move on. Masakit. So, wag nyo akong i-blame, guys. Start to ask yourself, bakit ka na 8-8? What have you been doing? Yung araw-araw mo bang pagpasok sa opisina and kada kinsenas mong nare-receive mong benefits and kada bonuses na nare-receive mo and beneficio from your office, are you worthy of that?